Hi, grade 12 students. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the plan of term 1. So basically, this is the topics that we are going to cover for the purpose of term 1 for the test that you are going to write around March. Alright, so let's start with the first one. The first one you are going to do introduction to company. Alright, so under this first topic of introduction to company, you are expected to be familiar with the words that are related to a company. Remember, on the previous year, you were doing a partnership. You know those words like a current account and all those other words that are related to are related to partnership. They are not here when we are dealing with the company. So in a company, we have a word like share capital. You know that when we raise a company, we have what we call a share. But when it comes to sole trader and partnership, partners they just agree and contribute something. We don't call it a share. We just call it what? A capital. Okay. So that's the difference between partnership, sole trader, and what? And a company. So in a previous year, if you still remember, you never had this word before, but you have word capital. So ordinary share capital is what you are going to do in grade 12. Okay. So you are also expected to know the words like retained income or earnings. Okay. These are the words that are more familiar when it comes to a company. Also, you are expected to know income tax. Remember, in grade 11, you were doing a partnership. In grade 10, you were doing a sole trader. So those two businesses, they were not paying a tax. But when it comes to company, you are going to face income tax. So you must be familiar with those words. So that's the first item that you need to know under this introduction of a company. So there are so many words that we are still going to do in our lesson. Okay. Then the next one, you must also be familiar with what we call gap principle. All right, gap principle, guys. They are the same principle that you were doing from grade 10 and the grade 11. There is no much changes in this one. Just that in this case, you are going to apply it in terms of a compound. All right. So under this topic, also you are expected to know something like audit report with internal control. Okay. And also you will be expected to prepare a ledger account that is related to company. Remember everything, it must be related to a company. Don't go and practice with the ledger account of grade 10 or 11. You are not going to get it right. Okay. So you are expected to cover this by only 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is the first chapter. And the second chapter is also company. Everything for term 1, guys, is a company. Okay. So under a company for topic number 2, you are expected to know financial statement. Once we talk about financial statement, guys, you know that we are talking about something like income statement and a balance sheet. But now in grade 12, okay, we're gonna have income statement and balance sheet, and the third one, it will be cash flow statement. This one you never covered it before. So cash flow statement, guys, is very new to grade 12 students. So you are expected to know it under topic number 2 in term 1. So you are going to cover this by how many term? How many week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 5 weeks. 5 weeks is not a lot, guys, because remember, income statement is too much. Okay, balance sheet, you also have a note. Cash flow statement, you also have some notes. So it's not that much. Okay, and also the last topic, it will be analysis and interpretation. Analysis and interpretation is the same as ratio, guys. So, but in this case of this ratio, it's for a company. It's not those one of current assets is to current liability, the one that you did in grade 11. Even though in other question paper you will find that they ask about them, but this one they say that you must practice one that is related to a company. So that's the topic that you are going to deal with when it comes to term 1. So basically everything here, okay, let me write here. This one is going to be 5 weeks, and this one it will be 3 weeks, and after that you are going to write a control test. But before you write a control test in March, just know that around February, between these two topics, you are going to write a report which is going to be part of CASMARK. So you must prepare yourself before February so that you will be prepared for that report. All right. Other than that, guys, you have to make sure that you practice as many as possible question papers. So what I can advise you for grade 12 student is that make sure that you try to use as many as possible study guide so that you can get a different kind of trick. Because guys, when we talk about cash flow statement, for example, you can find that you have practiced at least 5 question papers, but when you go to exam you find something different, because 5 question papers, they are not enough. Okay, you have to make sure that you get as many as possible study guide. So also guys, I want to remind you that the study guide for Accounting Solution SA is available. So for now we only have a soft copy which is costing only 100 rand. So you have to make sure that you get one so that you can get a question papers. So Accounting Solution Study Guide is going to guide you what are you going to expect in term 1, and we give you answers with every question paper that we provide. We give you a solution as well, so that if you are practicing you will be able to rectify yourself. Also guys, don't forget that the extra classes are going to start on 6th of January. So you have to make sure that you pay in time so that you will be added with other learners. And also guys, don't join only accounting as a subject. Remember, grade 12 is very, very important. You have to make sure that you also join the other subjects that we offer, like mathematics, maths literacy, economics, and business. Okay, so I hope you learn something on this scope, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.